Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So in the last episode, we got the front bumper wrapped up for the most part. And this week, we're gonna start on this back bumper. And we got a pretty good game plan going. We're gonna take some of the design cues from this bumper and we'll just exaggerate them a little bit, but this step is gonna be similar. We're gonna narrow it up a little bit. We're gonna have a kind of a gradual taper across the bottom. We're gonna taper this face of the bumper in and down a little bit. And when we get out here, we'll have another taper from about here. Just a gradual taper here. We'll clip this corner with another piece. And then we're gonna follow all the way to the fender and build in bed sliders into the bumper, all one piece. And that is gonna gradually taper in closer to the bed and a little taper up as well. Yeah, and then so we'll have to fabricate brackets come from the frame down to tie in the sides. And then we'll have some rock lights here. And then, you know, we'll put in D-rings here, of course, and also some square reverse lights in here. So that's kind of what we're looking at right now. Of course, obviously, we engineer as we go, but we've got a basic plan in our head, so we think we've got enough to get started on this thing. Yep. And we're going to try to reuse these stock license plate lights too. Yep. That's the plan. If we can get anywhere close to this one looking as good as the front, we'll be in good shape. Yep. Now we just got to get this off and get started. Yep. Let's do it. Oh yeah. Yeah. Let me just pull those. 18 maybe. Be 16. Maybe 15. I'm thinking they're 16. That's what the other ones were. Yeah. Oh yeah, plenty of room. Like a little dart in the eye in the morning. Mm-hmm. Loose. Yeah. Mostly. Oh, there's bolts behind the license plate. Oh, yes. Right here. Yep. Woo. All right, and like that, the bumper's off. Pulled the tow hook out of this side, so we're gonna start working on cutting the mounts. I'm gonna cut a piece of plate 6 inches wide. We'll make it a little long, just like we did on the front bumper, and then we're gonna put a tab in inside the frame rail. So we can use these 2 bolt holes where the tow hook was mounted. We'll use those on both sides so that way we can get 4 bolts in, make it a little stouter as far as the mounting is concerned. So not too bad to get off. We'll start working on mounts. thinking cut this hole out, slip the tabs through it, weld them on the front, because that's a square edge. There ain't be no room, you know, the mount won't butt up.
Yeah.
We can weld the bottom. Well, that's the bottom. So we can weld the front side, and we can weld the bottom. We finally got our mounts done. Kind of overly complicated, but I think it's a far cry better than factory bumper. We got the 2 factory holes there. Then we added a strip running inside, 2 more bolts. Got a little plug weld here. I think that'll really help. So the tow hooks will come off this plate. So if you ever had to pull this Jeep out of the mud, they won't be trying to twist on those bolts. So it should help out a lot. Make it a lot stronger.
Yeah, definitely make it stronger.
And we made these. It's going to be hard to get up in there to hold back up on nuts, so we took some plate and drilled and tapped it. So it's basically like 2 nuts stuck together. You won't need backup for it. And that's going right on top here. So that'll make it a lot easier to put the bumper on or take it off. Not that that's going to happen a whole lot, but easier is easier. This makes me think maybe we should start with the center section, just work with plate until we have a body that's rigid enough to hold these where they need to be. I just think if we tack the top piece to these mounts by itself and then take it off, it's just...
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
What you thinking?
I was thinking we'd cut the top plate and build the plate out off of the table. Lay the plate, you know what I mean? We could tack everything, start piecing it together. So we got what we're gonna start with laid out here. So we took the factory bumper, laid it upside down, kind of give us an idea of the contour on the inside. So you can see the cutout around the bed sides. We added a 1/2 inch to get a little tighter fit. That still should leave a 1/2 or a little more clearance between the bedside and the bumper. But follow that radius around, and then this is what we're starting with for the bed sliders. So this is just kind of roughed in for now. We'll get it up there and see how it fits, and we can change the contour and do what we need to do with it then. So we'll get this cut out, see what it looks like. Alright, so here's the what we decided on. So of course the center section will be notched out for the license plate and trailer plug. And you come around here and you see the angle we've decided on. We're going to taper back towards the corner of the bed. Come around the corner here. Got this cut angle. These lights are going to mount in here like so. And then we talked about the integrated bed sliders built into the bumper. So you can see the mark there. It tapers down to the corner to the fender flare. So we'll cut that. Of course, all this top will have another angle on it, angling down. So that's where we're at. I think that's what we decided on. I think it's going to look pretty sweet. So now we got to take all this, transfer the marks, measurements to the other side, get it all cut, cleaned up, and then we'll start working on the box for license plates so we can get it in and move forward from there.
Probably did skip around on this cutting just like we would with the welding. This plasma don't introduce that much heat, but it does introduce heat. As thin as this thing is, we don't want to get it out of shape. That's hot.
Can't be.
Yeah, a little bit. I think we'll give that a minute. Let it cool off. Make one on each side and let it cool off again. And make the last one. That'll be a brake line.
That ain't right.
What do you mean it ain't right?
That's 2.5. We're 1.5 inches on the angle.
1.5 inches?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I only needed to move that 1.5 inches. Yeah, burn it 1 inch again. Well, that mark can stay. See, 2.5 right there. Told you. That'll be a brake line. just in case there's anybody out there wondering why you burn an inch, that's more or less why you burn an inch. Because the end of your tape is almost always cooked. That, and you have this, which is made to either hook it or push up against it. That makes up the difference of that hook itself. But it's just more accurate. Set it right on an inch. You just have to remember to add it back.
Yeah.
But that's why you see us burning an inch, if you didn't already know that. Hope that somewhere in that 20 minutes of nonsense we come up with some good measurements.
Yeah, I'm skeptical at this point.
It's 50.
Got there.
60. That's pretty damn close.
Yeah. Pretty dang good.
Pretty flat. About 64th low on this side.
Close enough.
Like it?
Yeah.
Close that gap a touch. Good.
Alright, let's take a quick look at where we're at here. So we took the top, got it clamped down to the welding table here, checked it for flat. It's pretty dang good. So then we started tacking some stuff up, kind of give it some rigidity, get everything where it needs to go. So we've got the center section tacked in, and then we started tacking in the angles on the top. And this will all kind of help hold that top piece of plate in shape. So we're gonna add some stuff to it. We're gonna put the tow hooks onto the mounts, and we'll get all this plated out, I think, right? Get all this plated out, and then we can see where the tow hooks are going to need to come through. That way we'll have a good rigid bumper pretty much, you know, tacked together to keep it from moving. Because if you look at these ends, you can see how thin the top on these ends are. So we've got to give it some meat, make sure we're not going to have a bunch of drawing. You know, it's liable to pull in. It's already pulled in a little bit, but we definitely don't want it pulling in so much that it causes clearance issues on the side of the Jeep. So that's where we're at. Just keep plugging away at it.
What the hell happened here? Looks like somebody burned an inch.
Yeah, it looks like.
Yep. Alright, so we got a lot of it tacked up. We put a slight inward angle in the back. We're going to carry it all the way around. We're going to taper this line to match the contour of the bed. This is just extra right here. It'll get taken off. It's going to have a tapered it too in the end. But so far, it's looking really good, I think.
Yeah, it's definitely coming along. I think it's going to give the front one a run for its money.
Yeah.
So that's what we're shooting for. So I think that's going to do it for this episode. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Give us a like if you liked it. And don't forget to check out the description for the official rules and details on our monthly giveaway. And we'll catch y'all on the next one.